you're having an awesome week. So recently I did a post on my Instagram about how even though we've been getting all this amazing powder this year, like so much snow, that the darkness and the gloom and the gray has been really hard on my mental state. And I was just sharing openly about my experience, and I got so many people saying that they related, that they were also struggling and those types of things. So I wanted to make a video addressing that. But before I hop into my opinion on all of it, some of the things that helped me and what I'm doing now, I just want to share with you guys one of these epic powder days, because I mean, you gotta also enjoy the snow. Okay, so obviously when you're snowboarding and the snow is that good, it is really, really, really fun. But the thing that I found really challenging this year is that with all of the things I was talking about on Instagram of kind of lack of sunshine and everything, that there was a lack of motivation. So there were a lot of really awesome snowy, powdery days that, because of how I was feeling, I didn't even want to go. And obviously once I got out there, you can see probably how much fun I was having from that last video. But it's interesting to see how that kind of gloom and darkness, and when you kind of internalize that, how it starts to affect your motivation. And what's so strange is that it demotivates you from doing the things that would make you happier, which is really, really strange. So I'd say one of the biggest things that helped me this winter when I was feeling down or when I was feeling low was making myself get out of the house, which can be really, really challenging because the last thing you want to do is leave the house. You just feel lazy and unmotivated, or at least this was my experience. And so on the days where I could motivate myself to go snowboarding, or even just go on a walk with Tabor, or just like go meet a friend for coffee, or go like anything to get out of the house, it helped me like so much. Another piece was trying to spend time with other people. I know that, there's introverts and extroverts and everything like that, and I don't really know what I am, because sometimes all I want to do is be alone, and sometimes I just want to be around people. So I think that we can all kind of be all of it. But I do think when you're feeling kind of that seasonal low, seasonal sadness type thing, where it's not full on depression. I guess I do want to make a little note here and say, if you're struggling with, clinical depression, that it's important to work with a doctor, to work with a professional. I'm just talking about your run-of-the-mill seasonal, just not quite feeling your brightest version of yourself. And I will say, if you ever feel really, 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 really low, so important that you talk to somebody, whether that's somebody that you know and trust, or hopefully a professional. I think it's totally worth it. I have had a lot of friends and close family members in my life who do struggle with clinical depression, and it's really, really important that you talk to a professional. So this is just kind of, like I said, run-of-the-mill, seasonal, just not feeling your brightest or fullest version of yourself. Another thing that really helped me was getting out and spending time with friends and family. I feel like it's really easy to want to just be alone. But all the days where I got out and I made plans with friends and I made plans with family, it made such a huge difference. And so definitely, if you're feeling kind of that lonely, like lethargic type feelings, it's good to do the things that will pull you out of that. So get out of your house, hang out with friends and family. savor the sunny days that you do get. So luckily we're moving into spring now and the weather is actually starting to reflect it, although we're supposed to get snow again tomorrow. But anyways, it's been sunny, it's been beautiful. So I've been making sure that I'm getting outside to enjoy that, to enjoy the sunshine, whether that's skiing, snowboarding, hiking, you know, whatever it might be. So something that's really helped me a lot that I am not gonna say I recommend for everyone, but I do find it really helpful was, this was my first winter having a puppy. And you know, it's funny because it is a lot more responsibility, but there'd be days where I would just be kind of drowning in work. I'm kind of the person who, when I don't know what to do, I just work, which is not always the right solution. You end up, you know, becoming a workaholic, and that just kind of spirals you even further down the rabbit hole. But I'd look over and I'd see my puppy, and she would just make me want to get out of the house, and just make sure that I'm doing something fun and exciting for her. And also she needs to go on a walk every single day. So having a dog and having someone to care for outside of myself has been a really, I keep looking down because she's like laying right down there. But it's been a really, really helpful thing for me. The reason I say don't recommend it for everyone is because it is such a big responsibility, and I don't recommend taking it lightly. You know, a dog is a 15 to 20 year commitment, and you do have to be really in a place financially and, you know, your home and everything like that where you can commit to that kind of responsibility. So if you are in one of those spaces, rescuing a dog or a cat is one of the most rewarding things that I've done in my life. But with that being said, I definitely wouldn't take it lightly. I waited a lot longer than I really wanted to wait to get a dog because it was the right thing to do, just with my lifestyle and everything like that. So I guess the last thing that I want to share is being open to talk about how you're feeling. You know, it's funny because I was feeling really alone in my kind of spiral, if you will. And the second I started talking to other people about it, whether that was friends or sharing online on social media, it was crazy how many other people started telling me that they were having a similar experience themselves. And even though it didn't change how I felt, it changed how I felt about how I felt, if that makes sense. So in knowing that I wasn't alone in the situation and knowing that I wasn't the only one, it made me get to a place where I wasn't being so hard on myself for feeling sad or down. Because I don't know about you guys, it's pretty easy to say like, well, it's this epic winter, I should be having the most fun ever, I should be enjoying all of this, and then you're not, you're a little bit, you know, not yourself, you're not bright, you're not energetic, you're not motivated, and then you feel even worse because you feel like you should feel better than you do. And so I feel like by chatting with other people and, you know, sharing a little bit about what I'm going through and learning that there are so many other people out there in the world going through similar things, it made me realize, one, that I'm not broken or defective or anything like that, and two, that I'm not alone. And so even though it didn't change the situation, it didn't change the darkness or the snow or whatever it was, it changed my opinion on myself, and it allowed me to have a little bit more self-compassion. Because of course, when somebody else tells me the story of the struggle they're going through, I'm not going to tell them like, oh, get over it. You know, obviously I'm going to have compassion for them. And when you have compassion for other people who are in the same situation as you are, then it kind of helps you realize that you can have compassion for yourself. So I feel like the biggest learn I've had from it this winter is just not to be so hard on myself, to just enjoy the good moments as they come, and to really make a point to spend more time with others and to get out of the house, even when all I want to do is hang out on the couch. So I hope this video helped some of you guys. If you went through something similar, you're going through something similar, please feel free to share any of your story down in the comments. I'd love to, you know, chat with you and connect. If you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to ask. Like I said, I'm not a doctor or a professional. I'm just sharing from my personal experience. And if you are in a place where you are way lower than low, like not just kind of that run-of-the-mill seasonal sadness, please seek out help, please seek out professional help, because it is so important for you to know that you are loved, you are worth it, and to have somebody who's really well equipped to have that conversation with you, so that you know that you have support. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm so excited to be here on YouTube, and I'm really excited for warmer weathers because that means I get to bring you guys on more adventures. Peace out.